What's up, everybody? How's y'all doing? Happy holidays, everybody. It is finally here. Well, that we had a crazy week 16. That is a matter of fact, we did. And the title of the episode says itself. But let's get a couple things out of the way first. Let's start with the most important news. Fantasy football.
Yeah.
So this week
I
or
want to
last
hear it. I want to hear it well, man.
this past week, I was facing a certain somebody by
What a
name
schmuck. The smile on his face. You can see it this week with
the
his stupid Yankees Christmas hat and all.
Austin Powers beat me as the number 1 seed in the playoffs. I was close. Tyler Warren, all he had to do was just be a check down magnet.
And he wasn't. Big up to Alec Pierce.
And Jonathan Taylor for the TD too.
Yeah.
I was like, so I saw that Jonathan Taylor TD, I'm like, I'm cooked. Unless like Phil Rivers throws like a deep ball garbage time touchdown, that's it. That season's over. I again the theme of one player, the one player theme continues. Either Amari Hampton, if I just started Amari Hampton, or AJ Barner, I would be in the championship game. One player. This is the theme. This is the chaos. But yes.
It might be his theme, but it's my dream. I'm playing for a championship.
Not one, but 2 championships. And it's a
Not
rematch.
two. I'm playing for 3 this year in my Dynasty League. And it would have been 4 had I started Cortland Sutton or the 49ers defense. That's
Yeah.
neither here nor there.
But and our certain other co-host who's not here because he has a very important thing to do. He in my fantasy league that I own, he will be going to not only he made the playoffs for the first time in his franchise history, even though we disbanded the leagues a couple times. But
A couple.
well, yeah, 2023. Yeah, 23. It's been a couple. There's been a couple, 23 and 24. But for the first, not only he made the playoffs, he is going to the championship for the first time ever.
Think about it. It could have been worse. It could have been me versus him in the championship.
I know. I would hate that so much. The winner. What do you guys were going to get a gift card? Now I actually gotta go find an actual gift card and get ready for. But I don't know yet. I know how much it will be. It's just more. Just it depends on what y'all choose. That's the entire difference. But yeah, that's the. But yeah, that's the fantasy news. Sad news that today. Sad news.
Well, you have. This is your time of the floor. Ladies and gentlemen, or anybody that's watching, happy Festivus to all. And as per tradition in Festivus, we begin with the airing of grievances. SRG, I will let you go first.
All right, my agreement is to start with you. All this. I'll start with you first, since you're here. You know, I could have been the 10 seed. It could have been made a 10 seed Cinderella run. You wouldn't let me. You wouldn't let me in the Star Wars League. What's the Family Guy League? I don't know. I honestly that one. No. Tyler.
We both
Tyler.
got humbled by Tyler.
Again, one player difference. It's the common theme of SRG Fantasy, a one player difference. And then after that, no, that's pretty much it. Those are my grievances towards you. Thomas,
Okay.
on the other hand, now I gotta watch him potentially win a championship for the first time in his franchise after 2 years in a row of not making it. Okay, the first one was kind of valid. I'll give him that, even though I blame ESPN a little bit more. The second one, he wanted it. That's his own consequence. The second one was his own consequence. The third time, he finally did it. But now, and then not only that, we next week there's a chance that the Jaguars can clinch the AFC South. There's a chance that or the Broncos can clinch the AFC West. Yeah, one or the other. Because how is this going to happen? Is if the okay, so if the Jaguars win and the Texans lose, Jaguars clinch the South. If the Chargers lose and the Broncos win, they clinch the AFC West. Oh, and not only that, let's get the worst for this. If the Chargers, Patriots lose and the Broncos win, they get the number 1 seed. So we might be cooked. Chat, we might be cooked. So Anthony, I'm not sure who you're rooting for this weekend. So we'll find out. We'll get to the pick'ems there. But yeah, but
Do you have more grievances you would like to?
no.
share with the group?
Oh no. Lightning. For week 1 of the UFL season. Yeah, week 1 of the UFL season, and no, that's it. I think Oh no, and Logan.
Not even here to defend himself.
Couple things. One, a certain trade on Father's Day that was turned out to be a lemon, and ruining a perfectly good 13-game winning streak.
Wow.
But anyways, those are my grievances. I think that's all the
Okay.
grievances I officially have.
So all of them, no more.
No more.
Once you're done, you're done. Okay.
I'm done. Yeah.
I have a long list of grievances this year. First of all, I'm starting in the football realm, the New York Giants. I don't like you. You cause me nothing but sadness. You give me false hope most weeks. You make me want to cry myself to sleep. I enjoyed 2 weeks of football. Actually, no, I'd say 1 week, because the first week, our star wide receiver got crippled by our stadium's turf. Giants, you saddened me. I hope we get the first overall pick. And we trade it for a haul, because I don't want Fernando Mendoza to... And it doesn't make sense for us to get him.
No, please don't send that LA.
There'll be a Jet or a Raider, don't worry.
Yeah, that's probably the scenario.
Who else do I have grievances with when it comes to football? Oh, how about we start off with this? A certain first overall pick I didn't receive. It may have worked out for me now, but I am still bitter about that. I should have had the first overall pick. And the fact that even though that league is most likely disbanding at the end of the year, someone trying to prevent me from even getting their first round pick this year. That leads me to you, my favorite deadbeat of father.
Nobody knows the lore in that one.
There's grievances. You missed my graduation. You missed my 18th birthday. You missed my first day of college. No, in all seriousness, that's like joke stuff. But
Yeah.
I am not happy with you with the fact that your Giants took 2 out of 3 against my Yankees in the regular season, which leads me to baseball. And I got grievances with my team. I may be wearing the Yankees Christmas hat, but that is not making me happy.
They're not free.
Great. 94 wins in the regular season, same as last year. Fine. You got curb stomped by the Toronto Blue Jays? I think I saw Tampa put up more of a fight at the end of the regular season than you guys in the Rogers Center. And then just the disaster of game 4 with the bullpen finally breaking, and then
Oh God.
just Thomas. My grievance is simple. I don't like that his Seahawks are doing well.
Well,
That's just a personal
he roots
thing.
for the Bengals.
Yeah, I was gonna say his Bengals bias and having them get eliminated made me smile. What else? Basketball, I don't have that many grievances with. It's all
Yeah.
going fairly well right now.
Yeah.
Um,
I have grievances with the Clippers though, but yeah, that's a
Actually, you know what? No, I do have grievances with the Clippers. Chris Paul is a franchise legend that wanted to
Oh,
win, but
yeah.
wanted to enjoy his last year. He wanted to build team chemistry. And what do? None of you schmucks show up to his Halloween party or to a Rams game with the guy. He's trying to build team chemistry, and that's what you do. Poverty franchise. I hope we get the first overall pick.
cut him at 3 a.m. in Atlanta.
Disrespectful to the legend. Insults me. Sickens me. And then the New Jersey Devils. Another team that has seemingly caused me nothing but sadness the past couple weeks. I love that our franchise superstar player injures his hand at team dinner with a knife. And then our hack of a GM won't trade for the brother that wants to play here. And then we just lost to Buffalo. Those are my grievances sports-wise. I think I've got a couple more, but what's one I can think of? No, I don't have a grievance with?
Who?
Miguel Rojas.
Oh.
To watch Homer against the Blue Jays in Game 7.
You're like,
and great defense, too. Into the hat.
Oh, God.
Yeah, I think those are my grievances.
You know, I have some grievances with the Toronto Blue Jays, you know. They could have slayed some team. But no. Had to win is that. 2 years in a row.
Oh, hold on. I got one more grievance. It's with, actually, two. One, kickers against the Giants. I don't know why you kickers feel they need a plus 1,500 overall boost. But here we are. All right, against my team. It's never, those clutch, 80-yard kicks, they don't happen, against the Seahawks, the Bengals, the Rams. No, it's against the Giants. Because of course it would. And second grievance, this is a bit of a joke one. The city of Detroit sports teams. The Red Wings make me angry. Oh, no. There's a focus with this. The Lions. Last year, Jahmyr Gibbs caught garbage time touchdown, cost me the fantasy championship. This year, if Amon-Ra got one of those 2 touchdowns in the fourth quarter at the end, I would have had a better shot of winning. But no, my season ends. And I'm not happy with the NFC Championship game against the 49ers 2 years ago and what happened against Washington in the divisional round last year. The Lions make me sad and angry, and I'm not happy with them.
All right.
The Detroit Tigers broke my heart as a kid, just seem to always beat the Yankees in the playoffs. And this year, wasted an excellent Tarek Skubal start in the ALDS against Seattle and couldn't figure it out at the end. I was so ready to give Thomas a nice seat on the couch with me, but no, I had to wait another round for that. And it was against Toronto. The Detroit Red Wings, good hockey franchise, should have made the playoffs way more by now. Dominated time and time again. Babcock's a bad head coach. Screwed over Mike McDaniel from reaching 1,000 points. Detroit Pistons, I've got the least beef with them, but because of this guy's a fan, I have to have some beef with them. Cade's good. Why is Isaiah Stewart trying to fight LeBron? I don't know. There's my grievance with the city of Detroit.
Ago.
I don't care. I needed something. There.
All right. I do have a grievance with a bit of the UFL for cutting the Michigan Panthers, though. I do have agreements with that. But also the Michigan Panthers itself. Really? Of all the games, games. He decided to show up. He decided to actually show up and play ball. It's the most important game of the season. You couldn't let the Stallions took care of business against the DC Defenders at home to prove legitimacy. Now I gotta hear from certain people saying that the Birmingham Stallions are frauds, even though we're winning 3 straight championships, and both in USFL, one in UFL. But guess what? You know what? I don't care that AJ McCarron's our head coach. I don't care the rosters. Every roster's gonna get blown up into a Thanos snap, like a Thanos snap like sense. But just wipe out everything. I'm still gonna do it. We're still going to do it. Birmingham Stallions, we ride again. Where is the jersey? There. There. But yeah, the Birmingham Stallions are gonna rise. We're gonna come back. I don't care if based on how the chaos it is. I'll still believe in my team, even though how much I disagree with the recent hire, but I'll still believe it.
Okay, the grievances have been aired.
All right.
Now we move on to the feats of strength. And that will be decided by our pick'ems at the end.
All right. Well, speaking of UFL news, Anthony Becht, the St. Louis Battlehawks head coach, will now go from he's no longer the St. Louis Battlehawks head coach. Not because he's fired. He's going to get transferred. He's now going to be the official head coach for the Orlando Storm. Because Mike Reapel, based on like every decision right now, he's kind of basically trying to do his best to market every team as much as he can. And since Anthony Becht has ties with Florida, hence the hiring and current rumors for the St. Louis head coach job, the leading man is currently Jim Haslett. If anyone that watched spring football or everyone knows in the football realm, he was the head coach of the Seattle Sea Dragons back in 2023. So we'll see how that goes, but it's pretty much how each head coaching hire is pretty much going to be stated. It's going to be based on whoever has like some ties to the city or to the state of the city they're playing at. It like Ted Ginn, he played at Ohio State, hence Columbus Aviators. AJ McCarron played at Bama, hence Birmingham Stallions. Anthony Becht, like I mentioned earlier, and then if Jimmy Haslett does get the head coaching job, it makes sense because he has ties with St. Louis because he was with the Rams at one point in his career. But yeah. That's the UFL news I have so far. There's going to be probably more to it. We're going to have a draft sometime, I think, in the next week or so. That's also another thing to look out for anyone that's curious. But yes, let's get straight to the games. Starting with Thursday Night Football.
What a collapse by the Rams defense and special teams.
I may have had to bench myself, but it was worth it. So what happened on Thursday night, I was watching the game. Thomas, our co-host, was watching the game. And Seattle, of course, was 30-14. I decided to turn it off because I'm like thinking this game just feels cooked. But also I was driving as well. But then Thomas starts commenting that the Seahawks are doing well when I'm not watching. So I'm like, okay, so basically I'm the jinx right now. I'm the jinx. So for most of the game, most of the fourth quarter, the Seahawks were coming back. The Rashid Shaheed touchdown, I did not watch it live. The AJ Barner deep pass touchdown, didn't watch it live. But the Seahawks were coming, and the infamous 2-point conversion, which I think we have discussed even offside that like we believe it was the right call, but the way it was handled was very questionable. I think we could agree to that, right? I mean, it's like just more of the fact like Zach Charbonnet was just more intended just to pick it up, not because he believed that the ball was on there, but it worked out for Seattle, tied game, then overtime. The one time I decided to put the game back on just to see what happens, I see Matthew Stafford throws a deep pass to Puka Nacua for a touchdown to get the game 37-30. And I'm like, well, I'm benched. I'm benching myself. Basically, I became the kid that got off the bench, broke his ankles, and the coach just told me to get back out. Just get back down. So now Thomas keeps commenting on play-by-play throughout the entire drive, and then eventually I saw a Seahawks touchdown. And I'm like, and they're going to go for 2. And I'm like, this is it. This is it. Season on the line, or division on the line specifically. And Eric Sauber came in clutch. The Seahawks, Sam Darnold, Mike McDonald, end those narratives that night. Thank you. Peak cinema. But then the Seahawks have the number 1 seed. Yeah, great game. And we had another great game Saturday. The Eagles, the Eagles.
That was not a great game.
Okay. But, okay, let me just say the Eagles took care of the Commanders, and the Eagles, for the first time in 2 decades, finally repeat their division title, or for the first time in 2 years, the NFC, in 21 years, the NFC East finally has a repeat division winner. That's
first time in my lifetime.
Yeah. First time since the McNabb. But Donovan McNabb was still the quarterback. But now let's go to the actual great game. Bears. Well, I'm more like the last 2 minutes, but Bears, Packers. Jordan Love goes down. Malik Willis, keeping his game. He was not the reason why the Packers lost. He was not. The Packers had a chance. It was 16-6. The Bears couldn't kick it right before the 2-minute warning. So their only option left was to onside kick it. Romeo Doubs had his Brandon Bostic moment. And it's insult to injury, the fact he also got injured as well. So there was that. But then the Bears had a shot, 16-9. Then fourth and 4, was it?
Something close to that.
Fourth down. Bears have 1 shot left. Caleb throws a prayer, and undrafted wide receiver by the name of Ja'Day Walker comes in clutch. Both feet down on the end zone. Touchdown Bears. Tied ball game. Now we go to OT. Packers got the drive. They were leading. They were going smoothly. But then on a 4th and 1 call, Malik Willis botched the snap, which means they couldn't convert on 4th down. Bears get the drive. And then after that, Iceman Caleb Williams. If Thomas was here, he probably did not like the play. But Caleb Williams became a good quarterback.
DJ Moore channeling
curse and touchdown. The Packers saw this film before, and it happened to be now this time is with the Chicago Bears. The Bears are now 1 win away from winning the NFC North for the first time since 2018. I mean, that's good news for them. Congrats to the Bears. Congrats to the Chicago Bears. But the Packers, you are still very much alive in the playoffs as of right now. But we'll see how this next game goes on Saturday against the Ravens. We'll get to the Ravens game in a moment too. I feel like
there were a bunch of games of the week games of the week.
Bills, Browns. Bills came up, edged one out with the Browns. They won. Good for them. James Cook cooked. Josh Allen did Josh Allen things.
Not really. He didn't play all that well. No, it was like 100-something yards. Like it was the James Cook show. I'm not gonna lie.
But Myles Garrett is officially 1 sack away from breaking it. They have to wait another week. But guess what? They play against the Pittsburgh. They play the Pittsburgh Steelers. So we'll see how that goes. Maybe it's just part of the script.
Allen 12 for 19, 130 yards, no touchdowns, but no picks.
So not the worst game, but still not anything impressive.
Not our typical Josh Allen.
But either way, Bills won. Chargers took care of the Cowboys. Oh yeah, Anthony, I have a question for the. I think we will like. How about them Cowboys?
We saved them a spot. It's us, Washington. You know, they're sitting down now. I think Vegas is getting food in a couple days. Jets and Saints are over there.
Cowboys were delusional. They thought they would give a scare to the Eagles, but nope. They lost to 9, and then it hit the dagger on Saturday, not Sunday, when the
Saturday.
Eagles beat the Commanders. Oh yeah, the Commanders put up more of a fight that in that game than they did all season. So
Yeah, figuratively and literally.
yeah, like Ohio State last year versus Michigan. But yeah, this that's the Cowboys. Titans blew out the Chiefs. Granted, Gardner Minshew, he almost suffered the same fate as Patrick Mahomes, but he still has a knee injury, regardless. But it's not as bad as a torn ACL. But the Chiefs did sign Shane Buechele from the Bills practice squad, so he looked like he's likely going to be the backup for Thursday's game versus the Broncos. Man, that game has not aged so well. But the Titans, they got an impressive win. I will say that the Titans have looked a lot better the last couple weeks. Granted, yeah, it was like the last 3 weeks. Yes, it was with the Browns. They had one. They played decent with the Niners in Titans standards, and then of course got a dominating win versus Kansas City. So congrats to them.
Well earned.
What?
Well earned. Well deserved.
Well deserved, yeah. The Saints, Tyler Shuck may be the future. And Taysom Hill, congrats to him. He now officially has a 1K in his career. 1,000 passing yards, 1,000 receiving yards, and 1,000 rushing yards. Long live the legend Taysom Hill. Oh yeah, don't you have some grievance with the Jets too?
My grievance with the Jets won't officially happen unless they take Fernando Mendoza and ruin his career.
All right. But yeah, the Saints pull out a dominant win versus the Jets. You know, if only they had a quarterback, but he's with the Niners now.
I don't think Adrian Martinez would have done much better against this Saints.
Honestly, it's more the fact I want to see how his scrambling is, because that's like kind of like his big thing that like he was like big for at the time. But oh yeah, speaking of Chiefs, by the way, I forgot about the Chiefs. Notice the Chiefs.
Yeah.
They are moving from Missouri to Kansas. Not too far off. Not too far from
but
a little weird. But I mean for the Chiefs, they wanted Missouri to have like a certain amount of public funding. They didn't want to give it to them for obvious. I mean, makes sense. But Kansas came in with an offer, and it's official. So in the 2031 season, the Kansas City Chiefs will be officially in Kansas. 30 minutes is apparently it's gonna be 30 minutes away from Kansas City's downtown center. So it's not too far. It's not too bad. But there's also been rumors about the Royals moving there too. But that's a
whole other situation.
That's a whole nother situation. But as of right now, the Chiefs are officially moving. But it's crazy. The Chiefs get a stadium deal done before the Chicago Bears. There's rumors of them moving to Gary, Indiana, or somewhere in Northwest Indiana. But it's just the Bears, of course, and the city of Chicago like to mess it up for them. The Giants lost to the Vikings, to a certain QB we are not going to mention, even though he's going to start.
Yeah, Max Prosper, bro.
Yeah, I know JJ McCarthy gets the credit, but
nine games with the Giants, 9 losses in a row.
Yep. I mean, I guess the Giants will still have the number one pick, so that's the only positive outcome you could take. You could take from it. Buccaneers. Did the Buccaneers lost to the Panthers? The Panthers now have have a shot to get the NFC South title. I wonder who they have to face against next week. We'll see. But yeah, Panthers, good job to them. Buccaneers, you're now on thin ice. If the Panthers win, Buccaneers lose this weekend, the Panthers clinch the NFC South. First time since 2015. So,
The Panthers have a prophecy they need to fulfill.
what, the coin?
No, it's the requirement of Ohio State wins the national championship. Jennifer Lopez gets divorced, and the Panthers.
Oh,
make the Super Bowl.
right. Right. And it's going to be against the Denver Broncos, and they're going to get both. And it's in Santa Clara. So, also just fits entirety of 2015. But yeah, Panthers won. Bengals destroyed the Dolphins. Quinn Ewers, for what it is, he didn't play horrible, but it's just the Dolphins were just so deflated. The Dolphins were just deflated. That's just the way it is. Quinn Ewers tried, but what can you ask? What can you ask for a third string quarterback? Jaguars beat the Broncos in a big win though. Statement win for them. The Jaguars were kind of thinking they were still kind of fraud categories, even though they did beat the Titans, the Riley Leonard-led Colts, and the Jets. But this game pretty much proved this is the game that kind of showed that, hey, this is what the Jaguars could be if they actually play full up their potential. If Trevor Lawrence plays ball, if Travis Etienne plays good, this was the game. And they got themselves a statement win. Broncos kind of finally showing the cracks that they can be, even though they're still going to be a threat in the AFC. But for this week, we finally saw something with the Jaguars. Falcons beat the Cardinals. The Texans barely edged out with the Raiders, which means they have a shot for the playoffs if they win on Saturday versus the Chargers. Oh yeah, let's just give a congratulations to all the teams that have clinched a playoff spot. Congrats to the Seahawks. Congrats to the Eagles. Congrats to the
Bears.
To the Bears, yes. Congrats to the 49ers. And congrats to the Buffalo Bills. But how did the Niners...
There's more.
Oh, yeah.
Congrats to the Chargers. Congrats to the Jaguars.
Yeah. Congrats to the Chargers, Jaguars, and, of course, the New England Empire.
Oh, yeah.
But
it's almost as if someone predicted before the year, and I was the only one out of the three of us,
and Lightning.
that the Patriots would make the playoffs.
I will apologize. Okay, I apologize to you that I did not believe at all that the Patriots were going to be a playoff team. I thought the Patriots were going to go 7-10. That was my record prediction.
7-10.
Yeah, I don't know what Mike Vrabel is. I don't know what was going to be the status of Drake May. Stephon Diggs, I will say thank you for trying, but it wasn't enough. Tyler Warren ruined it, but yeah. But go to the most exciting afternoon game of the late afternoon game of the week. Steelers, Lions. Steelers were pretty much dominating out front throughout the entire game. Like it looked like it was just gonna be a Steelers takeaway, and then the Lions were sort of coming back. It looked like that. Chris Boswell missed a kick, so the Lions had a shot to win this game. They were driving. To be fair, some of it was due to the ref calls. Not saying there were bad calls, but
there were calls.
There were calls, yeah. And then the final play, let's start with this. Isaac Tesla, OPI. They couldn't.
That
they
one
couldn't,
was questionable.
questionable. But the final play of the game, Jared Goff, he was trying to find. He finds Amon-Ra. Amon-Ra's trying to do his best to push it into the end zone. He laterals to Jared Goff. Jared Goff throws it in to get, or not throws it in, runs it into the end zone for a touchdown. But there was multiple flags. We don't know what was happening. And then finally, the refs was like, all right, it's going to be declared a touchdown. However, it is an offensive pass interference call by Amon-Ra St. Brown. Therefore, right call, but insanity, though. Therefore, the touchdown did not count. And since they cannot review it, the game is over.
That's just messed up. They should not have opened with the Roy on field is a touchdown.
I know. They really gave Detroit an entire teasing. Like, they cheered too. They're like, yeah, and they're like, how? And they're like, oh. And then Aaron Rodgers just put his arm up and he was like, we got the win. But you know what that means? Steelers got 9 wins. Steelers going Super Bowl. Yeah, we're going 9-8 Super Bowl. Steelers are officially a win and clinch away from the AFC North. And how did that occur? Fast forward to Sunday Night Football. The Ravens must-win game to stay alive in the AFC North. They're already like pretty much out of wildcard contention. All right, let's admit it. But a team that just had to do was beat the Patriots. Yes, were the Patriots a dominant team? Yes, but they were still in question about their scheduling. But the fact that Lamar went down due to his back, Tyler Huntley came in looking like, and he was actually doing a decent job for what it is. But man, the ending. But the Patriots had an 11-point lead. Ravens. Ravens had an 11-point lead, 24-13. It looked like, hey, Ravens are going to get this in a bag. But Drake May happened. I'll give him that. Yeah.
Great game, honestly.
Great game, yeah. And then Snoop Huntley. I cannot believe it's not Lamar Huntley. Tried to drive it in. They had to play Zay Flowers. Another fumble. Get brought to Clavon Chase on though. He did basically end the game right there. Even though they had to get a first down, which they did, not once but twice, and game was over. The Patriots clinch a playoff spot. The Ravens are now in the brink of elimination. They have to become Browns fans this week. But yeah, and then Monday Night Football. What a waste for Phillip Rivers. That was a waste.
The first drive, I got so excited. I'm like, oh my God, we're getting vintage Phillip Rivers. Slinging in it, and
like it's 2004. But no. The defense. The same defense that let the Seahawks just only put up 18 points with Jason Myers field goals, just got destroyed by the Niners. Brock Purdy, 5 touchdowns. CMC having a great game too. And this was not Phillip Rivers' fault. He did everything he can. He did everything. But the defense just let him down. And then that pick six was the dagger from there. Now the Colts, although they're alive in the playoffs, they are in the brink of elimination too. If they lose or win, if they lose or the Texans win on Saturday, they will be eliminated from playoff contention. But yeah, but those are the games. I got you. I saw what was going on, but
yeah.
But anyways, let's get straight to the pick'ems, and we'll probably do some holiday send off. We don't have gifts this year, but we'll think of something. But anyways, here we go. Christmas morning, we have the Cowboys and the Commanders.
What a horrible way to start your Christmas.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Let me give a reminder. The
You're gonna be
NBA
subjected to Washington Commanders
on
2025
Netflix.
football on Netflix is disgusting.
You know what? Just watch the NBA this on Christmas. Just
It'll
watch
be
the
Knicks
NBA.
Cavaliers. It'll be a
Yeah.
really good game.
Yeah, just watch the NBA. The entire slate. Even the Mavs game. Just watch the entire slate.
I'll say this, and this is not me being a biased Thunder fan. Thunder Spurs is going to be really good on Christmas.
It will be. It will be. I'm hoping for Wemby to put up a performance again. But yeah.
Why? Why must you never? You don't want me to enjoy my Christmas?
Okay. I'll
I
enjoy
had it
a
ruined
partial
a couple
Christmas.
years ago when the Giants lost to the Eagles. I had it ruined. My Thanksgiving is ruined when the Giants lose to the Cowboys. Let me enjoy seeing my team win a holiday.
Fine. But we're all picking the Cowboys. We're picking the Cowboys, right? Just
I'm picking the Cowboys.
all right. Wait. Oh, I say did Thomas send his picks? But you know what? We'll make the picks for Thomas. Just.
Oh baby, he's gonna regret that.
Well, we're all gonna pick the Cowboys for him. We're just gonna let.
Okay.
We're gonna. All right. We'll guarantee a Cowboys win because I don't think he's gonna pick the Commanders. Next one we got Lions. Another game. Again, just watch the NBA. Just watch the NBA. Man,
Don't watch football on Christmas because
They-
don't
they
forget the
were-
Thursday night game.
man, they were really hoping that this was gonna be like last year, like the Sunday Night Football matchup. They were hoping it's so bad.
Before this season, the games looked really good. And
Yep.
now we're here, and it's so wrong.
Yeah. So I mean, okay, the Lions, if they lose this game, they're out of the playoffs. Max Brosmer is actually going to start this week because 9 is injured again.
No way.
If the
Vikings are
Vikings,
gonna win.
if the Lions lose, it will say a lot about their defense. That's one thing, but I swear, Lions, if you lose this game, if you do, but I'm picking the Lions, but just.
Lions.
Lions.
Well, you know what I'm hearing? Thomas is really buying into the Max Brosmer stuff.
All right, let me approve it.
No, give him a lie.
I'll give him the lies, but you know what? I'm gonna ask him anyway.
Yeah.
Are you a Brosmer believer or Brosmer's Christmas miracle believer?
Tell him to send the rest of his picks before we decide for him too.
And
I'll send him that.
Pick'ems. All right. Well, I'm gonna pick him the Lions. If he chooses the Vikings, that's on him. That's on him. I did not. We gave him a lifeline. Next one, Broncos.
I'm not wasting time on this.
I'm not wasting. It's on Amazon Prime. No, we're not.
Oh, okay, hold on.
Who do you think you are? But are we picking who we're picking, right?
I mean, from what I'm hearing, he's picking the Chiefs.
Yeah, he believes in Chris O.
Yeah. He hates Bo Nix.
Yeah, there's no evidence that he he's like, no, wait. All right. Let's pick the Broncos. We're all picking the Broncos here. All right, Broncos country. Let's ride. All right, but Saturday's game though. Actually, no. This is actually a real one. This is actually going to be a great one.
Hopefully.
Hopefully, we got the Houston Texans in a wild card rematch against the LA Chargers. I mean, this also is a potential playoff preview as well, but this game is interesting. The Texans defense is definitely going to keep the Chargers on hold because their Chargers O-line is still pretty bad. But the Chargers, I feel like they are probably the more complete team. So give me LA. Give me the Chargers at home.
This is not an easy decision. This isn't chalky like the first three.
Yeah.
I have an agenda to push, and I'm not losing hope just yet on the Texans. So
All right.
give me the Texans to beat the Chargers.
All right, all right. You're keeping your AFC South. You're 4 road teams in a row. Granted, I mean, we get along. I mean, to be fair, the first three games make sense. But it's kind of like you know how like you have a test where it's like you pick the same answer multiple times, the same
I'm going on a run of C's.
run of C's, yeah. So so he is picking the Saints. Okay, if he chose the Vikings, I would have been laughing. But he's choosing the Chargers. But he's picking the Chargers, though. All right. Oh yeah. Before we also continue, the records this last week, I went 12-4. Thomas went 10-6, and Anthony went 11-5. What?
The Ravens didn't choke.
But yeah, But the current record, I have 159. But yeah, currently I have 159, 80-1. Thomas has 131, 108 and 1. Current record. But now next to the next Saturday game, this game is, I don't know who to choose. This game's gonna be a mystery. But the Ravens, they're likely not gonna have Lamar. The Packers, they're likely not going to have Jordan Love or Malik Willis.
I won't say likely. This is still hope.
There's still hope for Malik Willis more than Jordan Love. But this game is... I mean, the Packers, yeah, they're winning in for them. The Ravens must-win territory. They got to win out, and hopefully the Steelers lose Sunday against the Browns. I don't know what's the status with Malik Willis, or if Malik Willis says he's starting. Like, if Malik Willis was healthy, I'm going Packers. But I think the script is going to script, and I think I'm going to pick the Ravens. I hate it, but I'm going to pick the Ravens. I don't try. I hate the pick, but yeah.
Okay. Hold on. Yes, Tom. I know you hate them, but that's besides the point. You need to pick them by. Okay. Yeah, he's on with the Packers.
All right. Yeah, no, I see us picks, yeah.
I am leaning. This is another tough game. I don't really see a world. I think there's better odds that Lamar plays than Malik or Jordan
Snoop
Love.
Huntley. Oh.
No, because I don't know how the severity of it. But I'm just so out on the Ravens this year. Give me the Packers.
It's just like a game where it's like you don't know who you're picking. It's like a game you don't know what's happening.
You don't know what's happening. This is just a lost year for the Ravens.
Yeah.
And it's unfortunately a lost year for the Ravens, especially considering how they probably could have had a great shot to win the AFC North. And no Mahomes in the playoffs.
They blew their game versus the Bengals the first time around. Their games even earlier, the Bills game, week 1, they had it.
That should have been an omen for the year.
That should have been it. And yeah, this Ravens team, and this team was a Super Bowl favorite, and it's now looking like it's now going to be considered questions for John Harbaugh. I think this is
crazy as it is, but it's true.
Yeah. I mean, are we saying John Harbaugh is a bad coach? No, but it's those moments it's like you kind of need to move on. Even though it's like, yes, the risk is like, well, but we might like tank like the following year. And well, I'm like, it's better at least to get something different
Find a direction than just staying where you are.
In potential mediocrity. Or just lose in the divisional round or a one-time AFC championship appearance in like so long. But yeah. But Bengals, Cardinals. I think this one's a little more easier to pick, but sweep or Bengals guaranteed?
Guaranteed Bengals.
Guaranteed the Bengals. And now the Cardinals are going to probably get their 4th win of the season. It's going to be like a 30 to. It's going to be like a 35 to 31 game. I think that's my prediction here. Seahawks, Panthers. Now this one is going to be, this one's actually going to be fun to watch. Panthers, we don't know which team they're going to get, but based on how the pattern is, they look great one week, they look terrible the next. They looked great last week, so logic states the Seahawks are going to win. So give me the Seahawks. But
I'm with you, Seattle. But I also want drama next week. So
for week 18.
Yeah, because the way things are looking, there's not a lot that we can build drama on.
But again, this is a game I could see Seattle like kind of struggling against, just because like they get a big win on Thursday. You know, they have like three extra days to prepare for this game, but it's like it's those ones. It's just like
Carolina's, a
sneaky team.
Yeah.
They beat the Rams, so again, it's not like it's possible we could see this. We could see this scenario happening, but Steelers, Browns. Look, Myles Garrett has a record. Yeah. And I did say, what if there's a scenario we could see the Steelers blowing out the Browns, and Myles Garrett hasn't gotten a sack all game, but they put in a certain quarterback. Full circle moment. But I think the likely scenario is that we get Aaron Rodgers getting sacked by Myles Garrett, and the Steelers are going to win this game.
Another full circle moment of Packers quarterback legend being the sacked quarterback for the record.
Yeah, and hopefully Michael Strahan does not approach Aaron Rodgers in the next 10 years to
just confront him about it.
But I'm going Steelers, but I could see this being a trap game just because the Steelers got their 9 wins and they're like, well, we're riding high on it. But yeah, give me the Steelers though.
I'm with you. I'm going Pittsburgh. You know what got lost in all of that?
What?
Pittsburgh won last week's game against Detroit without TJ Watt.
Yeah, that's also the other thing. And TJ Watt's also a Pro Bowler again. Not surprising, but
well deserved. When he's on the field, he's one of the best.
Yeah. But it's funny also, that's the reason why Chicago's in the playoffs to begin with. Aaron Rodgers, without being there, took the Chicago Bears as the rightful owner to the playoffs.
It all works out in the end.
It all works out in the end. But yeah, I think it should have been a bad omen too that Aaron Rodgers also has like a good win streak with winning in Detroit as well. So
yeah.
That should have been an omen to pick the Steelers, but we were still believing that the Steelers had a buffer to get 9 wins. So Saints Titans. Remember how like earlier in the season we thought this was gonna be the Super Tank Bowl? Well, no. It's just a Tank Bowl. It's a Tank Bowl, but not the Tank Bowl.
It's the precursor before the main event.
Yeah. This is basically
your appetizer.
Yeah, your appetizer. Saints. Both teams have looked a lot better. They have looked a lot better since earlier, but I think the Titans could have a shot of winning since they're at home. But the Saints are looking hot right now. I think I'm going to go with the Saints winning this game. Saints. All right. And Thomas is picking the Saints. Oh, a lot of guarantees this week. A lot of guarantees so far. I don't know if that's a good or bad thing, but we'll see. Jaguars, Colts. This is maybe potentially Phillip Rivers' final ride. Who knows? Maybe Riley Leonard. Riley Leonard plays this game, but but the Jaguars. I guess I'm gonna have to have you winning the AFC South, even though I hate it. But yeah, it's more for me with the Broncos. It's more with the Broncos for me. But yeah, give me the Jaguars.
Not so fast, my friend. It has been well documented Indianapolis' struggles in Jacksonville. What is not documented is Indianapolis needs to win it at home to at least split the season series.
Yeah, and let's hope the Texans don't. No, but if the Texans win, they're eliminated no matter what.
But they can still play spoiler. Philip Rivers has every intention to play spoiler.
What, to not let the Jaguars win the AFC South?
It started with Jacksonville injuring Daniel Jones. It'll end with Philip Rivers making them regret it. Give me the Colts in the upset.
Wow! Old Man Rivers gets his potentially final win.
I have an agenda to push for Houston to win the division. I will not stop until it happens.
All right, and Thomas is picking the Jaguars. Thomas. All right, on to the next game. We got Buccaneers, Dolphins. I remember this 8 years ago when the Buccaneers played in Miami, and remember that they had to put their bye week in week 1 of the NFL season because of the hurricane a while back. But now here we are, week 17, battle of the Florida teams. Again, we could see Quinn Ewers pull the upset, and the Panthers might win the division, but we are going to get the Week 18 matchup, baby. The 8-8 teams. Oh yeah, there's a chance the Buccaneers can actually make the playoffs at 8-9. There's actually a chance for that, but give me the Buccaneers, baby. They're gonna win.
Tampa.
Tampa. Thomas. He's picking the upset.
There's no drama for week 18.
No. Well, no, he has the Seahawks winning, and the Dolphins. So yeah, if both teams lose, even though the Buccaneers are 7-9, they can still make the playoffs at 8-9. Which that sounds very familiar. A team with a losing record from the NFC South making the playoffs. Where I heard that before. Patriots, Jets. Do we need to say much? Patriots. All right. Thomas is also making the Patriots. Patriots win and Bills lose. Patriots win the AFC East. So there's that. Now here we are. We don't have the main course. We don't got just no ordinary tank bowl. We got
Mega
the
tank bowl.
super dun 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 on one corner at 2-12, representing the blue, white, and red. We got the New York Football Giants ready to take the number 1 pick. And at 6'4", and with a bad gambling habits, they are mean. They are lean. They are a mean, lean, fine machine wearing the black and silver. A potential revenge game of Geno Smith. We got the Las Vegas Raiders.
Vikings claim quarterback Brett Rypien off.
He just saw that, and there cannot be a winner. There has to be a loser. That's how tank bowls work. But here we are, Super Tank Bowl. Voices in the air. Listen. But you know what? I've been thinking back and forth on this game. I truly was. But I believe that the New York Giants will get the number 1 pick, baby. Give me the Las Vegas Raiders.
I've read Thomas's pick.
I read him too. He believes the Raiders are gonna get Fernando Mendoza.
This is where the situation is. In my lifetime as a Giants fan, I have never seen them win on the road against the Raiders. Yeah, that place on the road has been a house of horrors for them. From Geno Smith breaking Eli's consecutive start streak to Daniel Jones breaking his neck in Vegas.
Mm-hmm.
I also know the Giants. I'm not allowed to have nice things as a Giants fan. With that
Tw-
being said, I have sworn myself I am never picking the New York Giants to win a game on the pick'ems here until they prove me wrong. Give me the Raiders.
All right. The Giants are going to get the number one pick. Well,
Allegedly.
allegedly. But,
We're still week 18. It
yeah.
can break my heart then,
Yeah.
too.
But next one, we got a very good game in the late afternoon. So we got the Eagles and the Buffalo Bills. Eagles clinch the NFC East. Meanwhile, the Buffalo Bills still trying to clinch the AC East. It's all
Buffalo.
Buffalo.
I don't even need to think about it. Buffalo.
Yeah, Eagles trying to. The only thing they're probably fighting for is maybe get the second seed, but that's it. They cannot clinch the first round bye anyway. So, but yeah, give me. We're all. Well, actually, let me see what Thomas is picking. I think he's picking Bills. All right, just to clarify. And then finally, Sunday Night Football. We got the Chicago Bears, San Francisco 49ers. The Bears not need a win to win the NFC North, but also they are in the fight to win they have a potential chance to get the number one seed. And for them, this is simple. They would need to beat the 49ers or win out. And they would need the Seahawks to lose one game, because they do have a better conference record than the LA Rams. But if the 49ers win and the Seahawks win, then the number one seed battle will go between Seattle and San Francisco week 18. If the 49ers lose and the Seahawks win, 49ers out of number one seed contention, Seattle's still in, the Rams are still in, and the Bears are still in. But for the Rams, despite having an easy schedule, they do have the toughest road right now to get the number one seed. They would need to win out, obviously. But here are some patterns. If this weekend Rams win, Seattle loses, and the Niners lose, then all the Rams have to worry about is that they would need to win, and the Lions would need to beat the Bears week 18. If all of a sudden Seattle wins, Rams win, and Bears win, then the Rams would need the Niners to beat the Seahawks and the Bears to lose to the Lions, of course. But if the Seahawks lose and the Niners win, then simple as that. Then they would need the Seahawks to beat the 49ers, and the Rams to beat the Rams would need to beat the Cardinals week 18. But yeah, that's the number one seed complications right now. But you know what? Even if the Niners have lost to the Philadelphia Colts, I would have picked the Niners, because this actually would have benefited for Seattle to get the number one seed. But right now, it's the 49ers, division rival. I'm going to say, bear down, baby. Chicago Bears are going to win the NFC North for the first time since 2018. They're going to go to Santa Clara and shut the Niners down. Give me the Bears. But yeah, that's my piece. Thomas is also going to pick the Bears. Surprisingly, he actually is finally picking the Bears for once in a long while. But yeah, he's picking the Bears. All right, well, we're waiting for Anthony now. Bear down, Chicago Bear. Bear down. Read the chat. Which one? Oh, private chat. Oh, I'll be back. But Anthony is going to pick the Chicago Bears. Alrighty, we have that. Anthony said right now he will pick the Chicago Bears. All right, Monday Night Football, the last Monday Night Football game of the regular season. It all comes down to this: the Rams and the Falcons. This one is going to be something. But unfortunately, I'm going to pick the Rams here. They are the better team. Hopefully Kirko Chains comes in on Monday night and pulls the upset, but I'm picking the Rams. Thomas is also picking the Rams as well. There we go. Just wait for Anthony, and then after that, we will. When did we get a lawsuit when there was no more room? Bear, Chicago Bear. Do 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 do. Bear. Uh, oh, I did. All right, and Anthony has confirmed this that he will be picking the Atlanta Falcons. Just kidding. He's gonna pick the LA Rams as well. But yes, so these are our week 17 pick'ems. Man, a lot of road teams. I say we did not pick a lot of home teams this week. Wow, I'm kind of shocked. I thought we would be more homer this week, but no, we actually. Thomas is the only one that probably picked the most home teams. No, Thomas and Andy picked the more home teams than me, but it's still pretty. It's still pretty. It's still pretty bad. Like the balance is not there, but yeah, we'll just wait for Anthony, and then we'll just do the send off.
All right, I'm back.
All right. Yeah, I did make your pick'ems. Um, these are week 17 pick'ems, everybody. Once again, but everybody, here it is. I wish everyone a nice
Merry Christmas.
Merry
Happy
Christmas.
holidays.
Happy holidays. I hope you all stay
Win your
safe.
fantasy champions, everyone.
I wish everyone a fantasy championship, including Anthony. You better win the whole damn thing.
It's a big ask. I don't know if I can do it.
Yeah. And I wish a certain someone, a certain co-host, by the name of Thomas, luck this week in fantasy.
Thing that's so difficult for him.
That's all I'm gonna need to say. That's all I'll say there. But everybody, I hope you all have a Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas, Anthony. Hope you stay safe
Merry
out there.
Christmas, SOG.
Hopefully this Christmas, let's hope for something good. Let's hope for something good. I'm not sure what it will be, but we'll see. But yeah, everybody, y'all have a nice, happy Honda days. Enjoy your Toyota-thon, and peace.
Bye. Happy Festivus, everyone.